experiment I've done before is if you get a big duvet cover and you climb inside it, put it over your head and try to do something in it, it feels really overwhelming and impossible, and you can't see people, you can't do all the things you want to do. But sometimes it's like a towel where it's kind of wrapped around you and it feels like you're exposed, you can't really move your hands to do much because you're having to hold it around you. Sometimes it's like a tiny flannel just on top of your head. It's there, but you sort of forget it's there. It might make you hold your head upright or experience a bit of tension in your shoulders, but you can still do things and go about your life. So that's an example of inviting anxiety into your life. This is what I use with a lot of people. It's called a finger trap. And what you do is I invite people to put their fingers in, pull them out, and you're trying to pull as hard as you can. And the idea is the more you pull, the more it grips your fingers and you're stuck. Now, right now, my hands are stuck. So I couldn't get a cup of tea. I couldn't nourish myself with a piece of fruit. I couldn't hug a crying baby. I couldn't drive. There's a lot I can't do. And if I relax into it, try to stop focusing on it so much, there's a bit more wriggle room. And then eventually I can probably release one finger, but it's always going to be there. I'm going to keep it on this hand. It's always going to be there, and it will get in my way sometimes. If I wanted to play the piano right now, it'd be tricky. But if I wanted to make a cup of tea or hold a baby, I could do that. So think of the anxiety or the uncertainty as the uninvited party guest. You've invited 10 people over to your house and one person's arrived who you don't really like and you didn't really want there. But you could focus on all the people who are there that you did want, and it would dilute the difficulty of that other person being there. So with anxiety, with tricky thoughts, invite them in. Make a space for them. You invite them into your life, and we're going to increase your ability to tolerate that feeling whilst focusing on what you want to do and the other things that matter. Another example, just in case that didn't quite work, is I have here the dreaded COVID-19. Now on it, I've written COVID-19, but what you would do on a piece of paper is write what it means to you. If you really drill down, what is it that's making you notice anxiety being more present for you? It might say on it, I'm worried about losing my parent, or I'm worried I might die, or I don't know, it's going to be specific to you, whatever it is. What I would invite you to do with it is, this is your worrying thought, try and push it away. So I'm going to push it away, still holding it. If you do that for a few minutes only, your arms will get very tired very quickly, run out of energy. So I'm just going to hold it out here at arm's length. Now what I would often do is invite someone, put it on a clipboard and invite someone to push it against me so I can really try and push it away. But while I'm doing that, or while I'm just holding it away from myself, I'm engaged in a battle with it and it's consuming me. My hands, look, I can't pick up a cup of tea. I can't do the things I want to do. Or I could get really fused with it and just hold it right up to my face so it's all I can see, so that I can really get myself involved in it and try and fix it and solve it and do whatever I can. But if I'm holding it here, I can't see anything else. I haven't got a good perspective on it. I can't see the thought clearly. It's just blurry in front of my eyes, and I can't see anything else around the room that might be useful for me to see. So instead, if I just invite it in, put it on my lap, or just hold it, this hand's free. If I put it here, there we go. My hands are free to do other things. It's still there, it's still with me. But I'm free to do what matters to me.